What's up, Hippo lovers? I have an absolutely ridiculous game for you. We are in the Meta World Tour. That's a $1,000 tournament, and we are in the quarterfinals. In a best of 5, the score is already 2-1 for Andy. And this is a game I haven't seen something like that in quite some time. An absolute roller coaster of emotions. We are looking at Acropolis, where you spawn on a hill. You can't really wall on the stony area, and your opponent always is really far away. And therefore, typically, we see civilizations that are really good when it comes to cavalry. We see something like Gujaras being played, like Khmer being played, Magyars. We have seen Berbers, something like that. Huns used to be a good one as well, going for CA in the past. And now we see Byzantines and Spanish, and as you can see, Nikov scouting quite well and expecting maybe a greedy approach by the Spanish player, and tries to punish this, goes up to feudal age pretty quickly with 18 pop here, as you can see, arriving sub 830, and will put on quite a lot of pressure onto his opponent, who, as we can see, is taking the greedy approach. 5 on wood here, already 2 farms, plays pop 23, 3 on gold. This is the plan, to go for the fast castle and try to get conquistadors, but obviously pretty tricky. And even to increase the greed, we're not even looming here. And Nikov is losing his, or Andy is losing his very first villager. And Nikov will go for quite some aggression. No eco upgrades afforded on Nikov's side. Obviously spread really thin. The work efficiency, as you can see, not very high, or not a lot of income for Nikov, simply because he doesn't have a lot of villagers working in the back. 15 villagers because he has 4 at the front. Now has to get some houses up, and economy not super pretty, but doesn't really matter if he gets a lot of stuff done against his opponent. As we can see, Andy extremely blind here at this moment, only scouted his own base, and now suddenly sees a tower next to his woodline, instantly evacuates, tries to get loom once upon reaching feudal age here. Scout is trading off some HP, Spearman wants to get some more hits in, and now some quick walls here by Andy, maybe. Not really happening so far. First Spearman is helping out the skirmisher, trying to go for some aggression. Loom now finished. Scout doesn't want to commit further. And now the first market. So this is the 100% confirmation for Nikov that there will be a fast castle. Another good hit on the scout here. And quite some harassment. Problems now for Andy. Market even delayed a bit, but obviously Andy floating quite some resources. So can't really go up yet. Needs a second building. Now a tower. That delays the second building even further. The wood investment there. And kind of in between the berries and the stone will make it tricky. And quite some pressure here. Nikov housed now. Not really building anything. I'm a bit surprised. Wow. As you can see, idle time now ramping up quite a bit. Is he building a house somewhere? I'm a bit surprised. Okay, now the tower first. Andy with the Spanish bonus. Tower to counter this. Low HP villager going back. And Nikov thinks better of it. Tries to reposition himself to reach this stone regardless. And Nikov still housed. Not really sure what's happening here. Okay, now he rushes one with 2. But as you can see, already 2 minutes idle TC time, and that's not because he didn't have villagers queued. That was only because he was housed during all that time. Now the blacksmith as well. Now some engagement here at the front. Nice quick walls to block this one off. Low HP scout, 1 spearman, low HP as well. And moves away with the army. And that allows Andy to attack this tower here. Villagers are running away. Nikov wants to pressure the gold a bit more. Resources now looking really sexy for Andy to click up. Nikov obviously still deep in feudal age. Can we get a villager pick? Doesn't seem like it. And yeah, that tower goes down. Now free access to the stone here. Low HP villager saved. 3 HP. Whew. And now this is where the madness begins. Not really sure about this tower, honestly. Like, yeah, it blocks the gold. But that's it. And now we see 16 villagers on stone here. But what can he do with 16 villagers? And this is the wild thing. This is the wild thing. And this is why Andy is so loved right now. Because he plays some off-meta strategies like this one. Look at this. Villagers move into the front. 11 villager forward. And what is your reaction here? If you're Nikov, how do you stop this? What do you do? Nikov has one answer. You send 11 villagers, I will send 11 villagers to counter that. And if every villager is split here, this should be denied. Now, obviously, you could build some buildings to block spots where castles would be good, but this is tricky. It's very likely that Andy will find a better spot there. Army is now following as well. Not sure about this random palisade there. Scout, low HP, so can't really chase down too many villagers. Even some moonwalking in here, and oh god, this is pure madness. 400 stone, so we still can't build the castle. And Andy, this looks like he is getting chased too much and shouldn't get this castle up that he so desperately wants to build. Obviously, Conquistadors, a crazy, crazy unit against Feudal Age army. Now even goes for wheelbarrow. Freaking Andy. That's not for carrying more stone here. That is for faster villager movement. And tries to get somewhere. Right now, 0 on wood, 0 on gold, 2 farmers, and a lot of villagers on stone. Look at that. That is the full economy of Andy here. And he keeps running around. Nikov still chasing this. He sees everything. He can't get surprised. By the way, Andy's scouting was non-existent. That's the first time he sees the base of Nikov. And now he starts the castle. It's at 3%. And we see Spearman now attacking this one. Oh god, this is getting so close. We still have 10 villagers left though. Some being sent to the side, left side being chased. Now stonewalls some in. Nikov, not enough stone to build a defensive tower. Starts to attack the villagers here. Remember, Spanish building this faster. Now the first tower being built against this one. Some villagers being sent away. Still 4 villagers working on the castle. Make it 5, make it 6 now. Still villagers being chased. Scout dies as well. And those 2 spearmen, they're attacking the castle instead of the villagers. Oh, that's a big loss. Trying to attack the stone wall at the bottom. 130 HP here. And how many villagers do we have? We have 8 villagers still around. So low HP. Some villagers over here getting killed. Villagers trying to get this one up. Castle at 96%. And castle goes up with 16 population for freaking Andy. 2 villagers combined, maybe 20 HP. And Nikov has to pull away here. What can he do in the next step? Freaking Andy, even selling the stone, can afford a Conquistador. Oh my god. Conquistador out now. And Nikov, he is pop 34. Is residing with double the military, double the villager count, but obviously an age behind and a castle in his face. Completely ridiculous game. EcoKD 13-0 in favor of Nikov. It doesn't matter though. I saw this game yesterday, and with my chat we discussed in German. That's why I'm recasting it here a bit what Nikov could have done. The 2 spearmen obviously hurt. Could have used that one. He could have had the tower a bit earlier. Wasn't delaying it. Wasn't building it early enough. And an archer could have really helped. The spearman usage, not 100% perfect. If he denies this castle, obviously the game's absolutely over. And Nikov gives this one up, even with the score lead. It's no military basically built. Freaking Andy had 1 scout and 1 conquistador. Some spearmen on the other side. And 13-0 kills there. Better economy for Andy. Nikov was just running around so much. 32-2, and as we can see, worker efficiency really low there as well. 22% versus 42% in the last minute. Ridiculous game. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Whew. Goodbye, Apple lovers.